Greetings, Unity friends, and welcome. It's so good to imagine you here in the room with me. I miss you so much. It's very hard to be so far apart, and yet there are hidden blessings in every moment of this time apart. Since we took our ministry online, we've been getting many messages, really from all over the world, from people who are touched by what we offer, people who have connections, sometimes deep and old, sometimes brand new, to our ministry, and are finding ways to nourish themselves and one another in response to what we're offering. It's wonderful. Among the messages we recently received was one from Ken Green, who chaired the committee that called, the team that called Jan and me as ministers here at Unity. And Ken and Ellen spend the winters down on the Sonoran side of Mexico. And he was pointing out the incredible creativity that is emerging out of the limitations inherent in social distancing, and thought it would be wise if we just called out that reality. And so, as part of calling out that reality, I want to share a poem, as is my wont, this one by Denise Levertov. Illustrious Ancestors. The Rav of northern White Russia declined in his youth to learn the language of birds, because the extraneous did not interest him. Nevertheless, when he grew old, it was found he understood them anyway, having listened well, and, as it is said, prayed with the bench and the floor. He used what was at hand, as did Angel Jones of Mold, whose meditations were sewn into coats and breeches. Well, I would like to make, thinking some lines still taught between me and them, poems direct as what the birds said, hard as the floor, sound as a bench, mysterious as the silence when the tailor would pause with his needle in the air. In the midst of these trying times, there are hidden blessings everywhere. People who couldn't be with their recovery group are able to be there online because of the reality that we can connect online. People like me, old Luddites who didn't really believe that the internet was a useful tool in church life, are learning just how intimate it can be to be able to tune in and see one another on Zoom or on another medium, and to be able to connect not in the same way, but in a deep way as we listen carefully. It's an amazing thing to be muted on Zoom and just simply listen. As the rabbi of northern Russia listened so well that when he was old, not even having studied the question, he understood the language of birds.